Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about a very exciting topic, and that topic is combining generative AI and composable applications to help your company innovate. Before I get into that, I want to give an overview of composable applications and what exactly that is. So as you can see in the screen, we have an illustration of a digital footprint of a business. We see the blue cells. So each cell is a micro application. And the blue cells serve the purpose around financing, where the micro applications handle budgeting, payables, receivables, contracts, etc. Then you have the green micro applications that serve the core business logic, and the yellow micro applications that serve the notifications, events, metrics, reporting, etc. So all these micro applications are internet connected together to form the digital footprint of the business. So what kind of benefits does this bring? Well, the first benefit is it accelerates time to value. So what that means is businesses can compose or manage micro applications on the fly to solve real-time problems. The second benefit is that these processes are repeatable. So once you compose one application, it's very easy to compose another and another and another. And so what that ends up doing is it reduces the technical debt because you don't have to change your current software system to build new functionalities into your IT infrastructure. You simply compose new applications fast and on the fly. Now, the acceleration is exponential because of generative AI. So because now I can generate code based on what I ask it to do. So I can compose an application and ask an LLM, hey, I need an application, a micro application to say connect to a customer database. I can do so a lot faster because I can use the AI to generate the code and then take that code, incorporate it into my composable application architecture, and integrate it into my business in real time. So that becomes very, very powerful. And so I'm going to show this in real time and how this would actually work, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into my composable application platform. And I'm going to show you an example of what I'm going to do. So let's say I have an LLM somewhere and I want to compose a micro application, say like a user interface micro application, to connect to that LLM. And let's say this micro application, I want it to be like a Lava, chatbot, Lava theme, for example, right? So I compose it in Go, and I ask my LLM to, generate this code for my, Lava theme front end UI, and I simply just paste it here. And because I'm going to make it the main page, I'll just put a / here and then make it so that I can access it via a domain name. So I'll just do fourth run plates, which is my domain that I'm using, and click deploy. So what that happens is now this composable application is externally accessible. So anybody can now access this composable application. And the way I do that is I just open up a new tab in the browser and enter the name. And here is my front-end application that I just composed. Now, let's say I want to type a message in here and click send. It tells me that it's unable to get a response from the server. So now this micro application that I just created is trying to connect to somewhere and it's telling me it's unable to connect. So let's see what's going on here. So if I actually go into the code of my application that I just deployed, we see that it's reaching out to an endpoint that doesn't really exist, that is not defined. It doesn't really return anything. And for that reason, I'm getting an error response. So again, going back to the repeatable process, I simply just create another micro application that will serve the purpose. And this purpose would be to respond to the micro application, in this case, the UI, that is sending a prompt to the LLM. So I'm going to create a very simple API to respond to the UI micro application that I just created. So to do that, I simply just create another one. And this time I call it, dummy LLM response. And again, I can go to my generative AI, ask it to generate me code that will return a JSON response, go back here, paste it into my composable application platform. This time I'm going to make it /admin because I'm already using the / for the other composable or for the other application I created. Put forth one place and deploy. So once that's deployed, if I refresh this and I'd say, hello there, one more time, you'll notice that it's actually returning the response from the micro application I just created, right? And of course, I can always change that. So this is where I can change things on the fly. So then I can say, hello there, for example, I cannot help you. Example, simple modification here. And then click save. So now it's going to reach to that same dummy LLM, but now it will send a different response because I changed that function. And of course, if I want to delete it, I will simply just delete the second micro application if I don't want anybody reaching out anywhere, or if I want to just delete the API, I'll just do that and then click again, it will say unable to get response. So as you can see, I created two micro applications, connected them together within seconds. And I used generative AI to provide me the code. And so that results in tremendous acceleration in time to value, innovation, and reduction in technical debt. Because now it becomes a repeatable process and I can have, hundreds and hundreds of these micro applications, and I can change any one of them on the fly without actually reloading or affecting the other components inside that infrastructure. It's all fully independent because they're running independently from one another. So I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for more. Thanks.